Bow, chicka, wow, wow. We're in the Dutch Hall. We're going to start talking about some porno. I don't want to start like that. Is that too much in the face? Is that just hitting people in the face?
That's a smash.
I say
in the
go
face.
with it.
Yeah?
But I'd
Yeah.
say go with it.
Yeah, we did it already. I guess we can't stop it now.
Yeah.
This is how the show started.
Porno could be a splash in the face.
Yeah, usually when we think of a topic for the show, we never get to it, and then we
evolves.
talk about something completely different. This could all be about Disney princesses by the end of it all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be about porno and what we learned from porno. That's what I hope to bring my friends in the Dutch Hall to talk about on this Thursday night. So I hope you boys did your research. You,
I thought back on my childhood days.
yeah?
Yeah.
And we're going to delve into the dirty world of a dirty porno. But there's only one thing we need to do first. You know what that is, Beaver?
That is the theme song.
That's right. Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Boom. Welcome, everyone, live from the Dutch Hall. We are the greatest podcast ever to come out of a pool shed. Just we are. You know what? And I don't mean any offense to the other podcasts that come out of pool sheds out there.
They tried.
You did your best. You're just not as good as we are.
Yeah.
It's no shame in it.
Wasn't meant to be.
You know, maybe you should do it out of something else. Maybe a Quonset hut.
Maybe
you
you
ever
should
think of that?
move to a different county and try again.
Yeah.
Give up.
Hey, not just that. We're not just the best one in a pool shed in a county. You find another pool shed in the world, Beaver.
You're right.
Yeah, and
You're right.
I don't think about just the county. You think that's not fair?
No,
to,
what I'm saying is the next ones, like the competitors,
Oh yeah,
they can try in another county.
yeah, and they can maybe say they're the best in their county. They're the,
Right. I'm giving them a shot.
Yeah, and then you build up, and then one day I'm like, I hear you knocking on my door. I hear there's a pool shed out there in Listowel.
Yeah.
You know, and I hear they got something really good going on over there. We got to step our game up. You know,
Right.
I would appreciate the competition, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
We don't want them too far away. We want the competition to stay close.
That's good for business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It drives us all to be better. You know.
Because we're all about helping everybody out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was trying to get a podcast network going because I thought there could be some benefits to that. So I put it out on the Hamilton Comedy Board, which apparently the people which is a bad idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the Comedy Board's kind of like an open mic, you know? It's like you can...
You can voice anything.
Yeah, and anybody can go up and do an open mic, you
Mhm.
know? And they can all have delusions of what they think they're doing and what they think, you know, where they're going and stuff like that. And some people will get the game, work hard at it, work on their craft, try to prove it, you know, and they get to be pretty good. And some of them are like just crazy homeless people who will
Just hate the world, and they just want to be heard.
Yeah, and a lot of them live in homes. You know, they have computers because they're on this board, or maybe it's a phone or something. But it's a surprise, you know, most of the time. Anyway, so I'm just saying that if you're going to like start a venture that's supposed to improve your business, if this Dutch Hall's a business, then you shouldn't just like carpet bomb open mic people that don't have podcasts and say, hey, you want to join a network?
Yeah.
When I should go after actual podcasts.
Podcast, yeah.
With followings and with that have consistently put out a good product and they know what they're doing and all that stuff. And those people don't
So
hang out on the crazy boards.
The petition list wasn't too long then. When you
There was one great guy that I'm gonna talk to about it.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
Hey, it all takes is one.
I don't know if he's gonna be even agree. It's that good of a show, but he's been a guest on our show too.
Oh, really?
And a lot of the guys, once he's been once on. Yeah, I'll just give him a free plug. It's Jimmy England from Back to the Balcony. He has that podcast. You could check that out. He talks about old movies. I was on one I did Slapshot. with him.
That sounds like you were on a really good one then.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked it. He said 70s movies. What's your favorite 70s movie? And I'm like, well, easy.
And for me, it's the only 70s movie I know.
Yeah. Well, it's my favorite movie of all time. So it's made in the 70s, so it's easy pick.
Right.
Who won the Chiefs?
Yeah. Who won the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Who owns?
Alex had a show the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
Man, I had it when I had that trailer in Turkey Point. There was we had like a little shed beside the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and I would go out there, and there was like one VHS tape stuck in like a TV VHS.
Oh, all in
Single
one
unit?
The combo.
Yeah, the combo.
combo with a 12-inch screen.
Yeah, and it was just Slapshot. Couldn't even get it out, so you just like rewind it and play it again.
Johnny says you can only fuck so much.
Yeah, you can only fuck so much and drink so much.
Yeah.
So I kind of know it. I kind of know it off by heart. I know that one off, like pretty much off by heart. Johnny's my favorite on the team, by the way, the captain. I think a lot of people forget that. And Johnny's also like he's the most like normal guy. Like I think I knew, like I might have known Johnny, you know.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
he's a character you can relate to.
yeah, that's like I
Right.
think I knew those kind of guys that played like they seemed like they played on my dad's, senior A team. You know?
Right. Or the Rusty Devils or something.
I like how pissed off Ned Braden's wife is too through the whole thing.
Yeah. Ned Braden's a pussy, man. I still don't understand his problem, you know? And I don't understand really, that's the end of it, like how that made everything better.
Striptease?
Striptease, yeah.
I
You're just
didn't-
saying it's a circus or whatever. I get it, I guess. But you know what's underrated is Paul Newman's performance in that movie. And as Canadians, when you watch Slapshot, there's no we don't even notice he's doing anything, you know? Because he's that good at being Canadian. Because he seems like he's one of us.
Right.
I could be wrong, but that was Bruce Boudreau's, like that coach, Bruce Boudreau.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was his actual
Apartment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know he was on the Chiefs, right? Like he was one of the like extras on the.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I think so.
And some dude that I don't know if he still owns it, but in Tilsonburg owned a rental store.
Oh yeah,
Equipment
he
rental.
sharpened skates. The guy that pissed himself in the against the boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce Boudreau would definitely be an extra though. Like, he's what, 5'1". Like at my height,
Well, he was a hockey player,
I'm
though.
not professionally getting anywhere in the hockey world.
You can't go to the East Coast League.
I don't
I
think so.
I think you could. I think you do good in the coast.
I think so too, Beaver.
You think so?
I think you're underselling yourself.
Yeah.
You know what, Beav?
Chuck them and drink.
You
'em.
you got a lot of good things going for you.
No, thanks, buddy.
You know, and you're a natural athlete.
Well, I try.
You know, a lot of time, I seen you hit a golf ball a ton. I don't think a lot of people would see that coming from you.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
They
so
don't.
I bet you put you on the ice. It's probably not a lot different. You probably surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, you got to get a grunt going every now and then.
They're buzzing around.
I bet you're a spitfire out there.
Honey
A little bit.
Honey badger.
Actually, on the ice, I played goalie my whole life.
Me
You're the
too.
goalie.
I was the goalie.
Me too.
I had a Felix Potvin helmet.
This
Big
explains a lot. I got two goalies.
You're a goalie too?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, goalies are weirdos, eh?
We are considered the freaks of the athletic world.
You're the drummers of hockey.
Yeah.
Pair of fuckheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I honestly, if you look at the interesting people in hockey who end up being the colorful personalities on TV, it's always the goalies or the fourth liners.
Yeah.
You know, like the character guys.
Like I
Especially backup goalies.
so
Backup goalies make the best coaches and stuff
and
too, and
analysts,
analysts,
yeah.
because they sit there and watch the game all
So
day.
I got a story for you. So in our little beer league soccer league that we had back in the last, we stopped doing it a couple years ago, but I was once good old Bongo retired. I took over his spot on our team in net,
Oh.
and the last year we played, the one guy he ran into me like he huge dirty hit, and knocked me right out, but he dislocated my ankle. Woke back up, and my ankle's dislocated, limped off. Didn't think it was dislocated, just kind of sore. It was a tournament, played the whole weekend with a dislocated ankle because our team started losing because I was not in the net, because it's one of those positions where not just anybody's going to jump in there, right? They tried. And I couldn't kick the ball because it was my left ankle, and I kick left. And so I had to like Bozy had to like come back and I'd throw him the ball and he'd kick it out for me. But I remember doing like kick saves like with this dislocated ankle. And finally on Sunday I couldn't handle the pain. After the tournament, we ended up getting I think second or third. Anyway, or third I think. I went to the hospital and they put a cast on my leg all the way past my knee.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you then?
This was like 2 years ago.
Really?
Like right about around this time. Like I had to seed greenhouses with a fucking cast on my leg.
He could have played hockey.
Yeah. Did you play? You never played hockey?
Yeah, I played hockey till grade 8. And then grade 9, my old man was like, you're going to need a vehicle soon. And that was when minor hockey was paying for my equipment.
Yeah.
And they were going to slowly stop because once you get old enough, so my dad was like, yeah, $5,000 on equipment or $5,000 pickup.
Yeah.
You know what I picked.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. And that time you were pretty much done with hockey.
Right.
Anyway,
I knew I wasn't going to the NHL. You know.
Well, yeah. I think they only let you play. Like, is that Bantam or something? And where you're in high
I think
school?
I played Pee Wee.
Pee Wee. Yeah.
Pee Wee. I think it's changed now, but I played Pee Wee, and not that I wasn't going to junior D, let alone anywhere else. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't tall enough.
I wasn't going to Adam. Yeah.
But like, so and you know what? My dad wasn't lying literally about the pickup truck. I got the baggy truck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He gifted me the baggy truck, like the vehicle that no one wanted on the farm.
That's a shit move on your dad's part. To be honest.
You know what though? Smart move on his part because he's thinking
What?
this kid's gonna fuck it up. He's gonna wreck it.
Did you?
I didn't. I had some close scenarios. Don't get me wrong. It was my next truck that I fully bought that I wrecked.
Oh, you fucked that one up.
Fucked that one up big time. Launched it off of a cliff, felt like a cliff, but launched it off a hill like 10 seconds from my house, being stupid.
Yeah.
And it was not a good scenario.
Yeah, I went 3 times in the ditch before I had my license. Like I had my beginners, and then that was the last time I had problems like that. Thank goodness. Maybe just out of luck though.
My brother got pulled over when he was 15, I think, driving boats on the road.
Mm-hmm.
He was boat driving, but he was on the road.
Yeah.
My dad didn't think anything of it. He was driving from like one farm to the next, so 10 minutes away on the road. He's 15, and cop starts chasing him, right? He's got a baggy trailer behind him, right? Tobacco. Yeah. We're like, what? What's going on? Yeah, he's working. Leave him alone. So my brother pulls into the field, not where the primers were, but pulls into the field. The cop will leave me alone, right? Oh, he was wrong. Cop yanks him out of the truck, throws him on the hood of the car, or the truck, handcuffs him, brings him back to the farm. Cop thought he was going to I'm going to set an example here, and your parents are going to scream at you because you did something wrong. Well, little did the cop know.
Yeah,
it was my dad that gave him the job.
He's holding up the process.
You're holding up the process here.
You cost me money. Yeah.
Yeah. So my dad and my mom screamed at the cop, shouted at him, but that didn't help. So my brother, his license was delayed. His legal license was delayed about 8 months. I think 6 to 8 months.
That's brutal. That was always my fear because I did a couple risky moves before I had my license because I would say I was practicing, but then I would escape out the back of the farm and then drive a few concessions over to my buddies. And one time we decided we were going to take a trip to Turkey Point and just
that's cool.
Just see the lake.
Yeah, because it's a big deal at that point, right?
Yeah. I remember seeing it when I was a kid. You get to the top of the hill, you kind of see the water, you get excited.
You got to broaden your horizons, right? Everything's all new,
especially if you're driving.
Yeah. So, anyways, I had no idea how freaking far it was. It was forever. I kept thinking this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. And so we had literally went there. I put my foot in the water, got back in the truck, and then got the hell out of there.
And I bet you every stop sign you got to, you thought someone's gonna fucking get me.
Yeah.
You're looking around. Every headlights are got to be cops, and it's no one gives a fuck.
And then you found somebody found beach sand in the truck, and you're busted.
Probably.
I don't know.
One toe in the sand.
Yeah.
I don't know if my parents ever either they weren't paying attention, they didn't care. I don't know, or they were bothered by it, all crazy, but they didn't know how to talk to me. But I don't know. I don't know what the reality.
My parents were hawks, man. We had to climb out the window, up onto the roof, jump off, Like it was a process to sneak out.
Oh yeah, we had a way out too. Out of
My brother had the TV antenna right out his window. Beauty
easy.
scenario.
Good pick on the room.
Oh, I know, eh?
Yeah.
We used to sneak outside, have cigarettes at midnight. It was a big deal.
Why
when
you
you're
always in your
like
brother's room?
10,
Yeah.
you know.
Sorry, what were you saying, Ken?
No. Just wonder why he's always in his brother's room.
Oh yeah,
Sneaking out.
Yeah.
And then you get caught halfway out, and it's like, oh, I'm just taking a piss. You know?
Out the window.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you've got good clothes on, and you're ready to make a night out of it. You know.
Butt hanging out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I used to sneak in, but I didn't think I had to. I just think I learned how to do it, and I thought it's cooler to do.
Oh.
Because I think my parents wouldn't have cared if I walked in the back door. You know, like I don't think they. But I don't know. Sometimes it was so late, I was like, I don't want to wake anyone up. I would just
Right, out of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The front, there was like a screen porch to get in. I knew I could climb up on the window there, and then there was like a light post. Pull yourself up, and then you could push open the window. You're in.
When you were younger, you knew where every nook, cranny, crack, creek in your house.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it was a process to get in your house because everybody's farmhouse's floorboards were creaking and cracking and.
Oh yeah, you knew exactly which step to avoid, and all
Yeah.
that stuff, so you don't wake them up.
You're doing a 4-step jump because you know the next 3 are bad.
Yeah, those ones are all creaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up. I forget it. I don't know. I forgot it.
Well, that's all right.
I forgot it.
That's all right.
Well, that means that we just have to do something different now. I
Yeah.
think we should go to a segment we call feedback. We got feedback.
We got feedback.
Feedback. It's motherfucking feedback.
It's motherfucking feedback.
Welcome everybody to feedback. We got feedback. This week's segment is brought to you, as always, by our friends at Amazon. If you'd like to go to Live from the Dutch Hall's website, livefromthedutchhall.com, and you click on our Amazon banner, you do your shopping, and some of that money is going to come back and help our show. And we're working on getting our videos set up, going, and some of that money would help, so please do that. And,
Since the whole world is buying Amazon,
yeah.
give the guy a break and click on the old Dutch Hall link.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, is it?
It's not a big
Dave?
deal.
Yeah. And also, this week's show is brought to you by Nate's Lawn Care. Nate's Lawn Care, especially if you're in the Haldeman and Norfolk areas, please give Nate's Lawn Care a call for snow removal, fall maintenance, lawn cutting, any of your lawn care maintenance needs. Give them a call at, I can't see this because my eyes
Give
are
you a
shut.
nice trim.
It says, give them a call at 519-420-1277 or 226-931-2971. And that's Nate's Lawn Care. That's it. Give him a call.
Get
They'll
your
cut
lawn
your lawn.
cut. Come on.
Get your lawn cut. What's the big deal?
Springtime's coming. Let's do this.
Yeah,
And actually, in order for him to get that plug, he had to give us a piece of feedback.
he'll remove the snow out of your driveway, and then in the spring he'll come back with the fan rake and rake all the gravel out of the grass, put it right back in the driveway for you.
There you go.
Yeah,
Whatever you need. Just call the guy.
Circle of life.
Let's
circle
go.
of life.
Anyways, what he said for feedback. Oh, I think he said. Also, could you put more of Paul in the program? Thanks. He likes Paul, and everyone likes Paul. Paul's got a real good presence on the show, but Paul's a sleepy boy, and he can't stay up this late. It's very difficult for him.
He's got a heavy rental going.
I miss hearing him too.
He's got a heavy renovation going. I contributed temporarily one day.
Did you? I have to go in and check it out.
Yeah.
I know it's a big deal. He's really.
I
tearing it
went
apart.
to the depths of hell under the house.
Oh yeah. You got
yeah.
sent in like
I got sent in. It's a tight space,
they sent him in because Paul's too big to fit under his house.
and he's not lying because it was I don't know how he got in the first time. He said he got in there. It was I was shoulder like claustrophobic-y, shoulder tight, and then the ground's wet, and the floorboards are like inches from your face, and there's a sea of cobwebs.
It was. Ask, yeah, is there a cobweb or two down there?
Oh, we had a broom in front of us creating a tunnel of open space. Like it was one of those additions on a house where there was no basement underneath, but we had to get underneath that space to do some plumbing and electrical work. And but I was happy to help. Paul's a good dude. You got to help him out.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
When a friend asks for help, you got to help him.
Oh, the guy's doing a solid for me right now. He's creating a glorious basement for me right now.
Oh, yeah. How's that coming? Is it looking good?
We're on the paint process.
Ooh, you're in the tail end.
Tail end. Wow, the last 10% is heavy. You feel like the first 90 is first 90s are funner than the last 10.
Yeah, it's all that finishing stuff, that finicky
Yeah.
trim and all that. Yeah.
And you're waiting for this guy, waiting for that guy, waiting for this part, that part. Pandemic. Fuck, you know.
Oh, yeah. So every week we ask people if they are listening to our program and they like us to give us a piece of feedback. And a lot of times people do it. They go to livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com. They go to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. And they find us and they send us feedback. And one of our shareholders and longtime super fans, Jen Husko, she sent us a piece of feedback recently. And this was in the time where we were telling everybody to tell us what they liked about the show, you know?
Yeah.
So she says, "Hey, Pete, welcome back. I've been waiting for some more content and wondering where you've been. I get it. Sorry I didn't give feedback. I was distracted by COVID. I love the show, especially just some chat and laughs with the crew, and I love a good road trip story. Yeah, don't we all? Eh? Wouldn't it be nice to have a new one? That's the thing. I can't wait to go on a road trip so I can have a story to tell.
Yeah, we're trumped right now. We just gotta stick to the barracks of Norfolk County.
I gotta tell you, I went to a grocery store.
Is that nice?
End of the trip.
I did a comedy show last night, and I was real happy about it. I'll tell you that.
That's a big deal right now. Being able to go out and broaden your
and it was safe.
See people.
Yeah, I felt safe the whole time. People were separated well enough. Everyone was wearing masks when they weren't eating and drinking, and the comics were behind some fucking fish tank plexiglass frame that hung in front of our faces, and we used microphone condoms, like little covers on the mics, so that one person would take the one off. You put your own condom on.
Did you have to do a nice pole wipe when you got up there?
No, but the host was.
The host was
doing pole wipes like a stripper between acts. Yeah.
Did you squeeze the tip of your condom before you put it on, or?
Yes, of course. Yeah. I'm not a rookie. I'm not going to have that thing burst.
Be COVID juice everywhere.
Yeah. So, no, so it was pretty good, except for the audience. No, the audience was okay, but there's one table, just a real cock. I was telling Kevin earlier before the show, like he comes in and they come in midway through the show, and as they're coming in the middle of a comic telling his jokes, like he's in the middle of his act.
Which is the worst.
And these guys are coming in and they're just talking while the show's going on, and the one guy finishes the comic's joke, or no, the comic finished his joke and he gave his own punchline and then said, "I'm way funnier than you."
Oh.
Before he ever even sat down.
Those people, for how long comedy's been going on, those type of people in the industry have been told, stay away from our industry. We don't need you people here. Like,
you know, it's so disappointing because they were excited for the night out. They said they specifically saw that there was a comedy show like on Facebook and they were coming out to see it. They were seemingly excited as they came in, and all he did was wreck it.
Yeah, like
and
that
the whole time. And then the comics were like, it's an open mic, so it's not like, you know, it's not like
scripted or anything.
It's not the best show, you know. It's in the world, but there's like every comic's being kind of mean to this guy after a while because he's being such a cock. And I said, because I was the last one to go up, I said, I'm not gonna bug this guy. I'm gonna
Do your thing.
I'm gonna do my
Yeah,
thing,
ignore
and
'em.
you know, I'm not gonna end up bugging him, and I'll be nice to him, you know. And I thought I could get him that way. Anyways, I tell my first joke or whatever, and I can see that him and the girl beside him, they're like, got something going on, right? And so I'm like, are you guys dating, or are you married, or going out, or what's the deal with you guys? No, we don't. We don't even know each other, is what he says, right? And I'm like,
And you're at the same table.
yeah. So I'm like, this guy's being a fucking dick,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I just go, really, you guys aren't together? And he goes, what do you think? And then I go, well, I think you're being a fucking dick. You know, like, you're not telling me the truth. I think you guys are fucking, and I think you're just lying to me for no reason.
Yeah.
And then he goes, we're not.
That was the best way to put him on the spot.
And then he goes, well, you asked me what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I had to answer it, right? Yeah. And then he goes, well, you're wrong or whatever. And then I go, you're not fucking? And he goes, no. And I go, because the people behind goes, like, it's cat's out of the bag now. That's what the people at the table said. So, like, they're obviously fucking still. He's still denying it to me. So I go, oh, you're not fucking then. Okay, I get it. Incel. I go, you're an incel. That makes more sense.
Oh, this is the best. I like your style here.
Right.
Oh,
Anyways, yeah, that was it for it. But he stayed quiet after that.
that was the best. That was like you. It was like a simple. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, incel's the worst thing that you can call a person.
Yeah.
You want to talk or don't you, buddy? Give
Yeah.
it your chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a mean thing to say.
Now
to
here's a
somebody.
question, Pete. Like I think, like in your mind, when you're doing a show, one person can sneak into the show quietly and no one will know, and into
Yeah.
the abyss of nothing, and everything goes on, and it won't lock your eyes as hard. But when a table shows up halfway through, like you're talking about set ending, no?
No, I think most of the time, especially in a show like that, you're actually excited to see people,
Oh, okay.
right? So like a table's coming in, you're willing to like pause your joke because you're like, oh, there's a chance there may be more people to make laugh. You know,
You respect the fact that they made the effort to come.
yeah, you always do. And then a lot of times if people are being polite when they're coming in, you know, like then they're not trying to disrupt the show when they're coming in.
Don't want to be the butt of the joke, or they want to quietly just enjoy.
Yeah. And at this particular show last night, the bartender was very aggressive at like trying to fill orders, which is usually a good thing at a bar because that's how they make money.
Right.
But at a comedy show, it sometimes can be distracting if they're constantly talking about the menu and constantly like
They don't know the
asking
system.
if you're okay and stuff like that. Instead of like maybe figure out a system where you just flag me down if you need a drink.
Yeah.
You know.
They don't understand the system of comedy.
Yeah, they're not. It's not a club. You know, it's just some bar that lets you do comedy in it. So then, it's different. If it's not, you know, it's different. You know.
Yeah, like at or if a music was being performed, it's a music scenario is scripted. It's design. The show is planned to play,
And it can be background noise too.
right, and like a host or a waitress can go up and talk to anybody, and it won't ruin anything. Whereas comedy is all about every second counts and every second can change, I think, no? So like any distractions could be detrimental
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
situation.
Like in a real comedy club, it should be that the bills come out when the host is up.
Right.
And then when the headliner goes up, you would negotiate how many times they could even go to the tables. Usually they're served by that point, and they're just going to let them ride out the show for the headliner.
Yeah.
And they're usually take care of business while the host is up there, and in a real show.
Oh, okay. So you guys
I
have
do.
that normally have that planned beforehand.
Oh well, and a good host will also look at seeing like if a table's getting up to leave or something.
Right.
They'll be able to say like, okay, that guy's settling his bill up. I'm gonna wait till that commotion's done before I bring the next guy up or whatever.
Yeah, because I always thought that you were a great host when you did your big events at the church.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I it makes a big difference. I learned. I try to learn from a lot of good hosts. Like when I see a good host, I always pay attention to what they're doing.
And you were able to make the people listen, because you want them to listen,
Yeah.
but you also want them to get what they need. Like, hey, this is a smoking and drinking community. Okay, guys, hey, you need something,
Yeah.
and then it was a quick bit, and then you did your thing.
Yeah, we don't like in small towns an intermission works, but in the cities an intermission doesn't work.
You gotta
No.
keep her going, right?
Yeah, because they'll leave and then there's so much else to do. But in a small town, this is what there is to do. They came to do this, so they're going to go out and have a smoke and chat for a bit, and they're going to come back and be more ready to do the second half.
More ready, exactly.
Yeah.
That was key.
And you know people like in the small town, people know each other. In a big city, you might not know anybody in that room.
Yeah, that's right. You're just doing it for the show, and in the small town, you want time to chat. So if you have to sit there for like an hour and a half without chatting to the person that's sitting next to you that you asked if they wanted to come out with you for the night,
It's just gonna be a show fucker eventually if you don't.
Somebody's going to end up just sitting there and talking to their friend as soon as they get bored of the comedy, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you adapted to the crowd.
Yeah, I think that works good in small towns, and the comics would argue with me, saying don't do an intermission, it's a killer, it kills shows, and I'm like, not here.
What if somebody's stinking? That's a good time to do an intermission, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reset or no?
Or do you need to build back up first?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Like for me, a good show doesn't have 100 comics on it. It's like only got like a few, right?
I'm not gonna lie. At your shows, Pete, there was never, like you're saying, there was never a time where it sucked.
Yeah,
Like every one of your shows.
Well, those were booked.
fucking rocked.
Yeah, but and they were booked shows for that purpose. Like they were booked. Like I was trying to put good lineups together because I liked those guys. I thought they're funny, and that's how I want to book shows. Like really, because I want to sell tickets.
Yeah.
So you want to give people something that's going to be worth paying your money for, right?
Good comics motivate good comics.
Yeah, and you got to pay. Sometimes you got to pay people too. Like that's the thing. Everybody wants to get a bunch of stuff for nothing and think that'll equal the show, but then they put up a bunch of junk and they torture the audience for 60% of the show and give them one good comic at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I also think too, Pete, you're good at you and the people you work with are good at red lighting somebody if you have to.
Oh yeah, that's like that's something I miss. Like it used to be like open mics where they would like give you the light because you're stinking. That I really liked seeing that. I haven't seen that in a long time.
You like seeing a red glow on somebody's face on the stage?
Oh, I like when everyone's flashing their phones and saying like, "Get the fuck off!" and then like, people are getting real mad. The comics are angry. How long has that guy been up there?
Oh, you've seen that before? Like someone take their cell phone out of their pocket and click the light on it?
That's how they usually do the light. It's just their cell phone flashlight at the back of the room. The host waves it at you and says like, "Get the fuck off," or it's a time that you've arranged. Like you say, like, can you light me at like I got 10 minutes to do. Can you light me at 8 minutes? And then I know I got a 2-minute joke to end it with. And
just so people don't get in that gaze of they'll run it on too long. Yeah, they don't know how to
time themselves.
Because
that's the most important thing I think is that if you're going to be, especially if you're going to try to be a professional, you can't blow the light. And if I know I was at Dan Brandon was at the show with me last night, and he said he called me a perennial light blower, and
what's that mean?
It means that I go over the light. It doesn't mean I suck the light's dick, Kevin. That means that when they give you the light saying that your time's up, that I go long way past that.
Oh,
because especially when I was early in my career, because I was traveling so far and stuff like that. If they gave me an inch, I took a mile as far as time went.
Yeah, why not? I'm here.
Yeah, I'm like, I made the trip. I'm not going to sit here and do 5 minutes. I'll do 7.
No matter what.
Yeah, so I squeeze it. But then when I would if I was trying to showcase somewhere, I'd want to hit 5 right on the button. Like I'd be particular about like giving them 5 minutes, because if I'm hired to do 5 minutes, I want to show them I can do 5 minutes. If I'm hired to do 20, I'll do 20.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And that's kind of like, if they say, I love it when they say, like, take your time, like, just stretch your legs out there and do somewhere between, like, 30 and 40 or something. Then
really?
Then you can be like, oh, then the pressure's off.
Right.
You can play with the crowd.
Yeah.
You can like
You can venture off, try new shit.
yeah, you can kind of take your time with it, So if the crowd is into something, you can
creativity can
you
evolve.
sit in it a bit.
Yeah, the creativity can evolve, not make. You don't have to force it.
So when you first started, were you just like were you winded, like speeding your way through it when you first started?
Yeah, and still, if they give you a tight time that you have to do, like if you go into the city and you got to do 5 minutes or something, like you do have to kind of speed through your jokes, And I know a girl. She was from London. She moved to L.A. and was doing comedy there, and they only give you 3 minutes. And then so she says,
is that like an amateur time kind of thing? Like you're starting at?
Like if you're gonna get a spot at the Comedy Store
Yeah.
in L.A., they'll give you 3 minutes.
Jesus, that's
Like,
tight.
At
As
1 in the morning?
Until you're like passed or whatever, and then they'll give you better time. But yeah, usually it's gonna be late and whatever. You got to show you can do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But 3 minutes, like even like 3 minutes, you think that's so limiting, but she said it made her way better because she took because here she goes we would do 10 minutes. And then in those 10 minutes, she took the same 10 minutes and made it into 3 minutes.
So she matured her jokes.
Yeah, she made her jokes really
Tight. Yeah.
tight and
Yeah.
and punch.
Yeah. Instead of creating the joke, she evolved the joke in a hurry.
Yeah, and that's what kind of New York's like that too. I think you do 3 minutes in New York, but you can do like 8 sets in a night. So
It's-
When I was in New York, we went to
maybe
like
not
a
8, but
basement comedy place. Like
Cellar?
what? Yeah.
yeah.
We went to like one of those. They were selling tickets on the street, and me and my wife were like, "Oh fuck, we're going because going there. We're going to see comedy." And we were thinking, oh, we're going into like there's going to be a lot of people in this place. Well, we go into this fucking bar that's the size of the pool shed, and there is me and my wife and 4 other tourist couples. No locals, no nothing, and they let them go for like 10 minutes.
What?
Let them go for 10 minutes, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there was but the host stayed on. He did his 5-minute thing, and then
They were good comics though.
yeah,
It was a showcase. Yeah, it was that. That was like when I went to the Comedy Store and we saw like in the big room, all the big names came out and they were all doing 10 minutes, and it was like the biggest names in comedy doing one after another.
Working
crazy.
stuff out.
Sometimes, yeah, like you could tell some jokes were more polished than others.
Right.
People were all at different stages of the jokes that they were working on, but
you're right.
you could see some people were really just playing with the crowd. Some people were doing more polished stuff, but they're all pretty funny. But yeah, it's more the open mics and the amateur, like when you're trying to get in, break in, you got to do the short sets.
Okay.
Because they don't want to put you up there if you stink like fucking 10 minutes of a guy that sucks.
It feels like an hour.
Oh man, it feels like forever, man.
Mm.
It's brutal.
Yeah. Hey, Pete, you got over on the old board there.
Yeah.
You got one line I see there. It says, what does that say over there? It said, what I learned from porn.
Yeah, well, that's after feedback. We didn't even finish reading Jen's message.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Oh, shit.
It says she was saying that she likes my eyes suck, man. I need my glasses. I like it when the comics talk shop. Hey, that's what we were just doing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It
just
says, I love the old bits.
Yeah, and it says I love the old bits. Example, the Brobot Musk commercial was gold. Oh, Brobot Musk. I forgot about that.
It says, I love musical guests, and the nocturnal emissions always impress me.
Oh, you can read it too.
Yeah, they're so good. We know that. They are great.
Yeah, but they're broken up.
Yeah.
Somehow the new episode you just made did not come up. Oh, that's just technical stuff, Jen. We won't get into it. You know who else gave us a piece of feedback? We got one more. I got 2 up here, and we'll get it done. The other piece we got is from Bailey Adcock. Bailey said, I love the comedian interviews, special guests, and any show where you incorporate some sort of game. And of course, I'm a huge fan of the music. Excited to see what you guys come up with this season. And that's from Bailey. So thank you to everyone.
Bailey's a super fan, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a super fan too. She's right up at the top
Yeah.
there. It's about time we start naming another Diamond Club member. We do not. We only have one person in the Diamond Club so far. I haven't created the logo. It's been low on the priority list. Lori Ball's been just the lonely Diamond Club member.
Lonely Diamond.
And if I had to name another Diamond Club member, these two girls would definitely be in the running. You know, it's a short list, but it's actually not that short. I have a file where I wrote down everybody's name that I could think of that has listened, like that listens to the show or has communicated or whatever. It's like it's probably like around 550 names, and I think we should pull one out.
Just pull it.
Pull one out of like a hat and then just Facebook creep them.
Yeah.
That's what I think we should do once a week, and then
That's a
we
great
can get to
idea.
know like listeners that maybe just like follow. No, you can't do follow on Facebook. If you do follow, that means that they don't want to publicly acknowledge that they like you.
Why don't we call it creep?
But if they like our page, then I can creep them,
Yeah.
right, publicly.
So like our page, we'll creep you.
Because you're openly saying I like you. I'm hoping you like me. Let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just you're part of our Dutch Hall group, so we're gonna like creep you and we're gonna look at your pictures.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
That's not, and it could be a dude, it could be, and we're not gonna judge you.
No.
We're not gonna judge you.
No.
We promise not to judge
Not
you.
in 2021.
I don't judge.
No, I don't either.
You know what I do? I just observe. I observe.
And reflect.
You know what I do sometimes? I rejoice. Yeah. That's the only things I do.
Yeah.
Rejoice.
Yeah.
Rejoice.
I like that song. So that's it for feedback, everyone. You know how to do it. Give us an email, livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com, and we will talk to you next week.
Yeah, Pete, I didn't mean to rain on the old feedback parade.
No, but you got us back on track. It also got us to finish that segment up, you know?
Yeah.
And by the way, I owe you one of these. You said one and I've missed it. Anyway, so our
Use with
topic is
power.
about pornography and what we learned from porn. And I learned a lot of lessons from porn. I realized that porn has taught me a lot of things because I am not a worldly man.
The world down under.
You know, I
Ooh,
what?
well played.
Yeah. I think that, yeah, because I've been with my wife since I've been 16, so I have very little experience with the ladies. So sometimes I just like to give the old interweb a boo, just check out what's going on with the world of,
just to see what's current.
yeah, what's going on in the world
Yeah.
of sex, you know, because I'm not a part of that world, you know. And so I thought we would talk a little bit about pornography. And also because it's the pandemic, a lot of people have to turn to just their vices, you know, to help cope with the stresses of the pandemic. And
There's a heavy use of pornography right now, I think.
yeah, so I think a lot of people are using a lot of porn right now, and I think a lot of people are saying this is topical. And so they're going to appreciate some of this things that we've observed. And there's going to be other people that they just don't have the time or the stomach to watch pornography. And I'm like, for those people, I'm just going to tell you the lessons I learned and save you the trouble.
Yeah.
Doing a service.
Yeah. No, when I was a kid, I was Catholic, right? So then you're made to feel ashamed of doing it.
You're not allowed to think anything.
Yeah, you're not supposed to look at pornography, and you're not supposed to whack off and stuff like that.
You're not supposed to have a woman stay over. You're not supposed to enjoy the woman staying over. You're not supposed to tell your grandparents about it.
Yeah, can't do it in her bum.
No,
I think I don't know if that's true.
you can't. You can't live with another. Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of rules.
A lot of rules.
A lot of shame too.
A lot of shame. Like if you jerk off when you're a Catholic kid, you go to confession and you tell a priest about it. You
Yeah.
know,
And he's-
maybe.
Maybe doing that.
And then that's what makes him do that. And then yeah, it's a vicious circle. right?
Vicious circle.
And so it really doesn't work. It really doesn't work.
But our generations went through a major culture change because the new generation hit, like, you know, and the olden days were slowly just olden days.
They don't mean, you mean technology?
Not just technology, but like just ways of living. Like
The way we think.
2021 living would be in a whole lot of shit if they lived in 1995. Like
Oh,
1995
in the church's eyes.
in world's eyes.
Oh,
I think.
You think so? I don't know. I think that I don't know if it's really you think that you mean on like
What's acceptable? What's freedom of thought and speech?
oh.
you think there's more or less now?
There's more.
Not speech.
Not speech, but I know what he's thinking. Like as far as what you'd see in a porno movie in 1995 compared to
Oh.
2020.
Oh, a porno movie.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now there's no like industry. It's just like open to everyone.
It's just open. But what I'm saying is what was socially and publicly accepted.
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot more. There's a lot more young people that think it's okay to like masturbate online. Is that what you think?
Right.
Is that what you're talking about?
Let's all be honest. It's the same as it was then. It's just we all had to be quiet about it.
And
Yeah.
there's more access to it now too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
heard it's
I
on
don't
your
think
phone.
there's much of a stigma with young people. Like if they have dirty stuff online, I don't think it stigmatizes them as much as
Well,
it used to.
the fact that technology also has gone up. Back in the day, we were waiting for the old dial-up to kick in.
Or a magazine.
Yeah. Or magazine,
Oh,
even
yeah.
further. Magazine, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking. I had the I use the Chatelaine underwear ads there.
Sears catalog.
Sears catalog.
Sears catalog.
The old bra section.
Right from toys to bras.
Yeah.
Or the other way. Whichever
Or
way.
the other way, yeah.
Yeah.
Whichever way.
Yeah, and then do you remember when you would used to masturbate with your imagination? You ever do that?
Or 2D.
What's that?
Or-
Like a picture, like a magazine.
Yeah.
Well, that was still a nice treat when when you find your dad's porno mags. That was a nice. At least it's something, versus your imagination, because like it grows old after a while.
Right.
How much can you imagine?
It needs refreshed.
Yeah.
You
Especially
need
when
the
you don't-
magazines to help your imagination. Truly.
Yeah. And then if you don't have any experience, there's nothing to imagine.
Right. It's just a guess.
And then I ended up, I had like a couple girlfriends, and I meet Jane. She's ended up being my wife, Then if I think back on my old experiences, now I'm imagining, like finger banging a 15-year-old. Right? That's not what you want to do as an adult.
No.
Right? So I can't imagine anymore. I
No.
gotta stop
It
imagining.
brings the shame back.
Right?
Shame.
Yeah. It was the last time, but I was also 15,
It's okay.
Yeah. Anyways, it just sounds worse when it's coming out of 47.
Maybe you should have led with when I was 15.
I was 15.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the thing. That's going to be taken out of context.
Way
Yeah,
heavy
you
out
don't
of
want to say
context.
you're 48 years old imagining that crap.
No,
Yeah.
we know me and Kevin know you, Pete. So we know you're on the right track here.
Yeah. Sometimes you just can't get sometimes kids are just get a little horny, They don't even need like imagination, I remember my friend Chad from high school. He tells a story. He was a boy. He would climb a tree, and he would as he was climbing the tree, shimmying up the tree, and it's rubbing his dick, up the tree. He's shimmying.
He's getting excited.
Yeah, so he's getting a boner and then doing it. So then he's on this big branch, and he just starts he's rubbing against the branch.
Dry hump the tree.
Yeah, and his brother catches him and goes in and tells his mom.
Oh.
His mom comes out and makes Chad get out of the tree and go to his room,
When he stayed in
And,
the tree.
pray Hail Marys.
Oh my God.
Go to the room and pray Hail Marys until you don't want to do that anymore. And Chad goes in his room.
You can
You
still
know?
see the tree.
No, he starts praying his Hail Marys. It's like, thinking about Hail Mary, full of grace, and all that stuff, the fruit of her wombs.
He's like, Mary.
Yeah. Next thing you know, Holy Mary, Mother of God, Chad's fucking the bedspread.
Oh shit.
And mother gets that tree cut down the next day
She's cutting down the bed sheets too the next
Yeah.
day.
because they're standing up on their own.
Yeah, you can't do it. Anyway, yeah. So, and now I'm an older man. I'm there's not as much. I kind of feel a little ashamed about doing, watching pornography and like masturbating at my age. Do you feel shame about it, Kev?
No.
You don't feel it at all?
No,
So-
I do.
it's a little bit less like should I
More
still
of a
be doing
job
this?
than it is.
Should I still be doing this? Is it really good in the long run? Do I need this energy for
You
something?
got to
else?
look at it as you got to
It's
look
good
at
for
it
your
as
prostate health.
yeah.
Is it?
If you don't keep using it, you lose it.
Okay, I got another. If you like,
I think it's like you're an athlete. You're just in training, just making sure everything. That's all you're doing. Look
yeah,
at it
make
that
sure
way.
the works is in order. You're just
Yeah.
giving them routine maintenance.
Yeah.
I think it relieves the PSI. Sometimes it has to be done. There's no question about it. You're like, somebody's gonna get killed if I don't go in there and just flog it off.
Changes
All
the whole
because of-
mindset of life, right?
Yeah,
Helps your focus. Helps your concentration.
yeah, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
I enjoy when the stuff comes out.
That's
Yeah.
So you have. So I think you're doing the right thing.
So, anyways, this is what I'm going to name some of the topics that I learned in pornography.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one thing I learned is that Americans love incest. It seems.
If
you are from a mixed family, if you are from like what do they call that two
Yeah,
divorces, like
if you have like a stepmom, like the Brady's the Brady bunch, that would have been a.
yeah, if the Brady Bunch was real, everybody would be fucking everybody, and
incest.
and like the mom would fuck the sons, and the stepdad would fuck the stepdaughters. Like everybody fuck everybody in today's porno world.
Yeah.
That's how it works. And in fact, if you try to find just a regular a person, like a couple having like just a boy and a girl having sex, like a man and a woman, I should say. It's not a boy and a girl. A man and a woman having sex, you want that. You put it in your search engine, man and woman having sex, you put that in the search of the porn thing. Comes up all fucking that stuff. Stepdad, stepsister, stepbrother, everything.
They're big on the old step, eh?
And these guys, they're not kidding anybody. Some of them aren't related at all.
No, it's just a topic. It's just a topic for the head
It's
of
a
the
kink.
movie.
It's a kink thing, right? So that's
What?
But I'm pretty sure I've seen some of those people. That one girl's a real estate agent and
A stepsister.
to a lot of different brothers. And
I just
a
think
black brother and an Hispanic brother.
Real estate's popular too.
Hey, real estate is popular.
Buying a house in the States is a different experience.
That is the one that I see a lot.
well, if the porn industry is looking for relatable material and they're using that topic as a relatable material, clearly there's something wrong going on in the States.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it would be a good place to go visit.
I have noticed though that mixed families are really good looking people.
Yeah, it's true. I also learned that if you're like a black guy that works on a resort, you got a pretty sweet fucking job.
You got a heavy chance of picking up a lot.
You're gonna be banging, but you have to worry about banging some girl while there's some fucking leering cuck in the corner, eh? Just smoking a cigarette, crying,
With his legs crossed and
See-
he's just enjoying.
And it used to be if you were in the delivery business, whether it be food or whatever, you had a pretty sweet gig in the porn industry.
Yeah. Delivery guys used to be getting all the. Now it seems like it is the resort workers a lot, and that, and you know how I learned that piece of information? You know what search engine search was? A husband and wife having sex.
Oh,
Like a
cuckold.
wife, like what, like hot wife fucking or whatever,
Right.
And it's just fucking black dudes fucking their guys' wives.
Somebody's hot wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it ever is. It's very rarely just the couple that I'm looking for. You have to go through incest or cuckolding in order to just get the regulars, sift through it to find some regular stuff,
What I wonder is what's going to be in like fucking 10, 20 years.
Virtual
Like-
reality.
Like they're already doing like disgusting things to tickle people's fancies. You know what I mean? Like in the porn industry, like they're having to, like when you're pissing on people and
Yeah.
fucking,
You're pushing the envelope.
you're pushing the envelope heavy.
Yeah.
The butt thing really now is just not a big deal anymore. It's just kind of taboo, normal.
You ever seen any bestiality?
That's disturbing. No, I have not.
You ever seen it? I saw some at a young age. I saw some.
That would have been a eye opener.
Yeah, it was. It was very much so. And there's some scenes I'll never unsee.
Was the animal held against his will?
Well, I'll tell you, when the boy animal had sex with the girl animal, it looked like the boy animal was a consenting party in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when the girl animal was getting banged by a man, like a human man, that looked like that is a different story. That does not seem like it's the animal's not a consenting party.
It knows something's wrong.
But that being said, if you watch two animals fuck, the woman never looks like she's a consenting party in it. Like two tigers.
You imagine being the man in the other scenario and you get recognized for that on the street?
For being
you're the donkey fucker or whatever was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great. It was a pig. The guy, I only saw one guy. The rest of them were all girls, thank goodness. But one guy banged a pig. But this one big pig banged a girl on a couch.
Oof.
And I remember, I don't know, I was a kid, but I think I remember its dick being curly like its tail. That's what I remember. And I also remember a girl jerking off a horse into this big condom and then like pouring the horse jizz all over herself.
Oh,
wow. I've never seen anything like that.
Jesus.
It seemed very German. It did. And it was crazy. That was in the time of the big dish. Nothing would be filtered, so everything would just come through and it'd be like the dark web. It was. Anyways, yeah, I saw that one time. But I don't know how people get into that shit.
No, that's fucking disturbing.
Yeah, you don't want to watch that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you want to go to another thing I learned?
What's that? What's
about
that?
Porno?
Enlighten me.
University and college libraries.
Oh, they're used more than for just reading books?
There's a lot of girls in those little study areas just like fucking just shoving objects.
Dildos down them?
Yeah. Squirting onto the...
So you don't no black lights in libraries in universities in the States?
Yeah, I would say if you did a black light in a library in the States, there'd be just jizz all over it. Eh?
Gross seats.
And girl jizz, whatever that is.
Yeah, would that show up on a black light?
I don't know. With squirt juice? That would piss, because that's all it is.
Is it?
I don't know, but I think so.
You'd think by now they would have had that down, but it kind of went away.
I don't know. I should do a whole show on squirting one time. I got a guy. I think I'll bring in a guy that seems to... Me and him have arguments all the time about it.
Like a doctor of some kind, or just someone that's self-proclaimed
expert
to know?
It's a dude that is known to the show, but I don't know if he wants me to say that he fingers girls and makes them squirt. So I can't tell you who it is. But he might. So I'll ask him if he'll come in and do it. Because I'd like to know, like, if he says he can do it and how he does it, and then like if it's full of shit or not. Do they have to drink a lot of water, or is it just like, can you just do it on an empty bladder? You know,
drinking a lot of water is just filling your bladder up. So, and what you're saying is you're pissing then.
So if he says no, can we get one of those effects? You know, like they use on crime shows that makes the guy's voice all deep and.
Oh yeah, if he says no, yeah, can we? I suppose so. I just have to figure it out.
Well, his voice mask.
Like a RoboCop voice kind of thing?
Like a voice masker thing.
Yeah.
I can put an effect on it somehow.
It's tough hearing them on TV, though. Like, you really got to pay attention.
Yeah, what if we did, we could do it like higher, like a kid, like a higher voice to sound like a child.
Or you could just trick them and just hit record on your phone.
Actually, yeah, I think I could probably trick this guy.
Yeah, just trick them.
I don't think this guy's going to care, to be honest with you. I think he'd be pretty proud of it.
Because we have no shame, and we don't. That entails us not caring what, when people don't want to be known. It's not like you're saying names. It's just a voice.
Right.
There'd be no judgment.
No, none at all. We don't judge.
Yes. This guy's hard not to judge. He's. He also talked about how he like
it's the criteria.
How he like like choked a girl on the street
What?
to like show her like how you do that sexually.
I would judge that person.
And
Yeah,
then,
I would judge that person.
Yeah, but he shows the girl sends him
Like she,
messages after that saying that she's super into this shit and she's,
like the dominatrix shit.
yeah, like that's the thing is
What do they
like,
call that on porn? BD.
BSDM or something.
Yeah.
BDSM?
Yeah,
Bondage, sadomasochism?
yeah.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's not my style.
No,
Yeah, 'cause
No.
Yeah,
do not whip me.
because
Don't step on my balls with high heels.
yeah,
please.
I don't share well, which means I don't share well with nothing.
yeah.
I don't want anything involved of anything, any kind.
I don't need black eyes. And
No.
Yeah, I don't even like when people are like if a girl isn't is like mean to me. I
Mhm.
don't get a boner. Like I'm like turned off. Like I don't even want her being like mean to me at all. Like it's not gonna. I would be like, this is rude.
Yeah.
Somebody spitting in your face.
Yeah, I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want her spitting in my face. I don't want her like talking about other guys that she's fucked and how much bigger their dicks are.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I got a funny story. I seen this video this other day. This lady was in like a Walmart, and she's walking around with her husband, and she had a dog collar or a dog leash in her hand. And then all of a sudden, the couple separated, and he had a fucking collar around his neck.
Really?
Yeah.
In public
In public. She was returning items,
with this guy on a leash.
and I'm guessing it was a couple thing,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
but that's
It's like
fucking
whatever
weird.
whatever floats your boat. I'm just saying it
Yeah.
doesn't float mine, so I can't. It's hard to understand, you know. Like even what kind of woman would like are they turned on by the guy being submissive?
Right? How?
Like I don't know. Is it because you think that there would be?
Like, I don't want to be labeled as a fucking pussy. Like,
Well, that's the thing, but like I can only go by my wife, right? Like my wife, she probably wouldn't like that because she married me, right? And I'm not gonna fucking do that.
no, we're on the
So then it makes sense that
We're on the
she likes men that are gonna act like men, you know?
yeah, you're on the same level. Like, you're a man, she's a woman. Like, there's no one over the other. Like,
What if you had a spiky collar? No.
No.
like you're talking like Kiss.
Okay, I got one.
Spiky,
I
like
got-
Kiss band
Yeah.
spikes.
Yeah.
Like, that's more. Like,
You.
It's still not. Cool.
I'm still now. How this is one for you. Diaper. You wear the diaper, and she changes your diaper.
Do you have to use the diaper?
Yeah, you shit in your own diaper, and then she changes.
that's
diaper.
a thing.
Yeah, it's like a baby fetish, right?
That's wrong.
Yeah, but that one, the girl likes to take care of the guy, and the guy gets the girl to wipe his ass, like he's making her like that.
God.
That's not really you're not really a sub in that. You're kind of the dominant because you're getting your ass wiped.
Like, when I'm in the bathroom, I want to be left alone.
Yeah,
I want to read articles on my phone and just be left alone.
You
Like-
don't want the convenience of being able to walk down the street and just take a dump while you're walking.
No, I don't know how my kid does it. Like, he comes to me right away, and like, he wants to be changed right away.
There's a
And
shit in
he's
his pants.
he's 18. Hold on, I got this number wrong last time.
He's 18 years old.
No, he's
Oh.
16. He's 21 months. 21
Oh.
months.
Oh, okay.
Months.
a month.
Months. Yeah, because I would question your parenting a little bit if he was 18.
Dude, I'm 35. I would have been striking it early.
Well, that I'm proud of you for, but kid's still in a diaper at 18.
Yeah, that's
That's
wrong.
that's a challenge.
Yeah, there's no fixing that.
No, he's probably got a problem.
That's
When he's when he comes up to you and says, "Dad, I need you to change me."
yeah.
It's plain as day.
But my little guy, he just like, if he don't like it, what do you think an adult should not like it? Like, I can't do that.
I had to
Especially if
babysit like he was like an 8 or 9 year old kid with special needs, and I had to change his diaper. Jesus Christ!
That's rough.
Oh, that would be a life-changing experience.
Oh, it was brutal, man.
Oh, I would pass the buck on that
I still
one.
see him in town.
What?
He's a grown up now. He's like bald and stuff. Like he's a grown up person. And I'm like, yeah. I tell my kids when I see him in town, I'm like, I changed that grown man's diaper.
Yeah.
But he was like only 10 at the time. But still, it's or 8 or whatever it was. But It was old enough to have a shit that smells like
Taco
alcohol.
Bell.
Yeah,
Alcohol, yeah.
you know, it was brutal, man.
Man, I was smoking cigarettes at 9. He's getting his diaper changed.
Yeah, he was a developmental.
Yeah,
problem.
I know.
And
I
by
said
the way,
earlier,
I'm like probably like at the time I'm like 12 or 13.
Oh, and you were changing them?
Yeah,
We took a babysitter course together.
Oh yeah, you took that too?
I think we took it at the same time.
dude, 3 years.
Yeah, at the Lions Club
Of
in
course.
Waterford.
3
Yeah.
years younger than you. That'd be a little difficult.
Yeah, it wasn't much younger than me. Like this guy's like 45 now. He's like,
Jesus.
is that funny?
Memories.
Yeah, terrible. It didn't. Anyways, yeah. Who would have trust? Like that's a big responsibility. I must have been a good kid.
Oh, we took the course, man.
Yeah, we took the course.
Yeah.
It was the only way I could make some cash.
Yeah.
And then
Cashola.
there was a few houses that I babysat for where I'd be rummaging through the homeowners' porn
Nice.
stash. You know.
You'd find the odd one?
Oh yeah. Well, the kids are sleeping. You got nothing to do. You just start rummaging through cupboards until you find stuff.
Come home. Magazines stuck together.
Yeah, that's what you just leave all the pages stuck together.
What's your first thought when you when you found toys? Good old scratch of the head, like, I wonder what these are used for.
No, I knew. I knew by that time. They went in your vagina. But yeah, it's something that I don't know. I can't even remember it. They probably would block it out. I would never. I remember finding a couple in different places, and normally I just kind of like point it out to whoever I'm with, and then go, ooh,
Ooh, look what we
You
found.
know.
that girl likes it in her vagina. But yeah, it's like someone finding like my hand. It'd be similar to that. And they're like, I know what you're doing with that.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I do.
Yeah. I have 2 of them.
Yeah, sometimes I take the twins out. Anyway, anything else you guys learned from porno before we go? I think we've been an hour, haven't we? About?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I
about.
think so.
I did want to say one thing. I was thinking about starting a fake Tinder account, like just to
I like this idea.
just to see what kind of girls I could get, and then show my wife like these are the girls that agreed to fuck me. Like, is that what Tinder is? I'm not sure if it is.
Well, Tinder. There's also a good old Bumble.
Can you? Is it one of them? Like
Bumble
agree to
is-
fuck.
A Bumble is the woman has to engage.
Oh, Bumble would be better then.
So
but she's saying I'm hot and you're interested. So
right.
I would just go on a Bumble account, set it up. I'm not going to date anybody, you know, but I'm just going to put my picture out there and stuff in a profile, and then see what kind of class of women I'm getting interested in.
Yeah. See, Pete,
then
I got a couple buddies that are heavy what we'd call Charlie Sheens.
What does that mean?
They have tiger blood?
Well, they're
AIDS?
no, that's a little far. They're living like you know off Dazed and Confused when he's like, yeah, I'm getting older, but they're staying the same age.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that kind of, you know, they're still living like we were
yeah.
living in college.
Yeah, I got a buddy like that. That's still like that.
And
you know.
every time they come over, I get excited because I want to hear their stories, right? And right now is the big Bumble thing, and I'm like, you know, how's it going with pandemic Bumble? And buddy of mine's like, yeah, it's kind of tough. He's like, we had to go on a walk. We had to do social distance walking down a trail. You know, go for a coffee, vehicle to vehicle. I'm like, this has got to be tough. Like, how do you like? The whole dating world has now changed because you can't just get invited into. There's no one night stands anymore. You gotta
you got to kind of commit to them.
Well, it's like a 2-week, 3-week, like chatting ordeal, and then it's a meeting ordeal, and then it's okay, we've been talking this long, like, can it work into us? And you got to be careful, right? Because the pandemic thing, some people are very.
You have sex with a mask on and like doggy style.
Well, I don't know, but like, you know,
Hazmat suit with a
the
cutout.
trust thing is big, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
So-
glad I don't have to worry about it. But there's a lot of people in relationships right now that as soon as they get vaccinated, they're fucking gone.
Yeah.
you know.
But
or
like,
as soon as it's over, you know, they're just like saying, "I need the steady
right.
pussy right now," and then it's.
But I feel sore. I feel horrible for them because they're trying their best to be social and get out there and meet women, like my buddies, and it's difficult because they're genuinely trying to commit to a conversation, a situation, yada yada yada. But they have to now go get creative. Like there's no going out to dinner. Like we just got back into restaurants now.
That seems like such a waste of time.
Like now, like what you thought before was a job, now is a career. Before the career, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. Oh shit! What?
That was a sidebar. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Tinder. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't want to like get these girls. By the way.
No.
I just want to be able to show my wife what I could get, so that it just in case she gets lippy.
You should open a Grinder one too.
Oh yeah.
What's Grinder?
It's dudes. It's a gay one. It's like a gay Tinder Grinder.
Oh.
Just show your wife you have lots of options.
I probably get more guys than girls. Do you think or not? I don't know.
Hey, we should get a bet going.
Ooh, that's a good one. Am I more attractive to men or women? And then you have to put it out there.
Just swipe one way on every single scenario.
Right.
For a certain amount of time, like say.
Oh, can't I be choosy? Like I don't want to get like an ugly dude even.
You want the confidence that a good looking male would want you.
No, I have to. No, you're right though. In order to do it scientifically, I'd have to swipe on everybody on both apps, like on the male app and the female app, and then
turn down nobody.
It's got to be random, yeah.
Well, I'm always.
But you got to
work for the Bumble one. Then I don't have to do anything. I just see what comes in.
No, but you still got to swipe.
Oh, I do.
You still swipe. The only difference is you can't say Tinder. It's just the problem with Tinder is that my buddies have told me that half of them are scams or fake people.
Oh,
like the robots.
Oh,
and then 3/4 of the time it works out to nothing.
Oh,
whereas Bumble is like you're legitimately the woman has to pursue, like so it's as safe as it gets. It's you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Well, it beats fucking your stepsister. Right?
Yeah, because that's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That is wrong.
I think that'd be a whole episode right there, Pete.
What's that? Bumble?
Pete swipes right.
Pete swipes right,
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, we could do it. I mean,
but you need to do it ahead of time and then wait a certain amount of period of time.
Yeah,
because
it's got to be a whole study.
It's got to be. You got to do like a month.
Science project.
Yeah, it's got to be a month. It'll be a month project on the show. We could do it
because my buddy
and
said
it's better than me throwing it in my wife's face too.
Yeah,
because that's kind of mean.
Yeah, let's just turn it into a study.
Yeah,
because my buddy said it takes time. Like you could be waiting a week to hear from if they got a hum. The odd woman's got a hum and haw.
Your buddy's not Pete Van Dyke. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, that's our show for this week. Pete's got to pee out his kidney stone. So if you'd like to give us a piece of feedback. Oh, no.
We got feedback.
Wait, I can't do my closing.
Motherfucking feedback.
We got to do that again. If you'd like to give us a piece of feedback. And livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com, our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. And other than that, we will see you next Thursday.
Yeah.
He's still peeing. I can hear him.